And welcome back. So this is my grocery haul for this week. Again, I'm feeding 2 adults and we shop week by week. There are a couple of special things in here, but we'll get into that. This was my final grocery list for the week, and I ended up going to Superstore because they had sales on meat that my partner really wanted. So come on in and I'll show you what we got. So this is what we're looking at. This grocery trip cost me $174.15. That is a little bit higher than what I'm trying to spend per week right now, but there were a couple of sales on meat, which is mostly what tipped it over, and then also some treats for our upcoming trip. So I'll show you. Okay, so first up, pretty much every week we buy a 30-pack of eggs. Best before dates on eggs are really long, so these are best before March 17th. 30-pack in where I live is $9.85, and both my partner and I eat eggs, so we usually go through that pretty quickly. We have some left over from last week, but I also wanted to have a protein source readily available for when we get back from this trip that we're going on. And so we probably won't have anything else in the fridge. So if we get back and we want to cook our own food, we'll have eggs as our staple protein, which we'll both be happy with. So that's why I went ahead and got another 30-pack, even though we'll probably have some left over. That was exactly why I got a 30-pack, so that we had some left over. Next up, flank steak was on sale for $9.99 a pound, which is a really good price for my area. I've never even really seen flank steak on sale before. Oh, that must have ripped on the way home. But I picked up 2 packages. So this is $27.70 and this one's $31.88. So, I mean, that's almost $60 by itself. So that was really a hefty part. And the other part to that was this salmon was $9.99 a pound, and so this package was $23. So that was the other heavy hitter. Other than that, I got some garlic powder. We're all out of garlic powder, and we go through a lot. So I just bought this mass club size, and this was $8 for 700 grams. We go through a fair bit of sugar. My partner makes like cocktails, so he makes simple syrup, and I make jams. So I bought another bag. We went through most of what we had, and we're almost out of pepper. So I bought this bag of black peppercorns. Couscous was on sale, and it's something that I really want to get into, so I bought this bag. This was $3, which I thought was pretty good for 2 pounds. Coconut milk is something that I always like to have, and I don't have very much right now, so these were on sale. This is the brand that I like, AROD, so I bought 3 cans. These are called honey tangerines, which I'm very curious about, and I wanted to try. Those are also on sale. Peppers, again, I always like to have peppers on hand in my freezer, whatever, so I bought this pack. It's not a great price, it was $7, but it is a good price for right now. I bought some sour cream. Kyle and I are making tacos this weekend, and I really like sour cream on my tacos, so I bought this. I bought a pack of tofu. I'm making a stir fry next week, so that's why I bought some tofu for my protein in the stir fry. And then Cal is on a yogurt kick. This was the other thing that was pretty expensive. Usually the yogurt, when we buy it, is $3.33 or 3 for $9.99, 3 for $10. This week it was 3 for $11, which, I mean, $2 doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot when everything is, you know, an extra $1. So this is the other thing that kind of tipped it over. We also normally only buy 1 pack, so we only spend $3, and this week we spent $11. And this is the other thing for me. So this is the brand is Wild Planet Tuna. I feel like I heard about this brand on Brian Lagerstrom's channel, and I really like his cooking. He's a chef, previous chef, now YouTube chef, I guess. And so I wanted to try this. This can of tuna was nearly $5. I think it was $4.95. Which is a lot for me for tuna. I usually buy tuna like 99 cents, maybe 2 for $3. So that was a lot. But I really wanted to try it to know if there actually is a difference between my bargain tuna and this tuna, which he says there is. So I believe him. I bought a pack of Ivory soap for myself. And then these items are all treats. So I bought 3 packs of Pringles. We like Pringles in this house. These were 2 for $3, and then the giant pack was $3.79. When we go on trips, I really like to bring snacks in my bag. I really like food. I like having food on the plane, and plain food is disgusting and way overpriced. So I never buy plain food. So I always put a pack of Pringles in my bag. So I will probably put this massive pack of barbecue, which both my partner and I like, in my bag on the way there. And then I will probably hide these ones so that he doesn't eat them. And these are street taco flavor, which I thought was really intriguing. I think we're both gonna like those. And these will be for on the way home, or vice versa. These might be for on the way there, and those will be on the way home. And then these were 2 for $3, so I bought a salt and vinegar, which is his favorite flavor. I also bought, so that was $10 there as well. And then I also bought these. These are milk chocolate almonds. I like to treat myself to these every once in a while. This bag was $8 for 340 grams, which is pretty pricey to me. Like I think that's pricey. But again, I just want to treat myself on the plane. I'm probably only going to bring as much as I can eat and maybe a little extra, because the bus ride from the airport to our area is an hour, and we're going somewhere tropical. They're going to melt, and that's going to be gross. So yeah, I'm mostly just going to bring what I can eat on the way there. And then this was the last thing I bought. This is a sparkling apple juice, and I bought this because it was 44 cents. So how can you really go wrong? I really like non-alcoholic sparkling juices. I don't really like alcohol that much, so I really wanted to try this. I hope it's good. Ooh, apparently it's organic, which I did not realize, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I thought that would be a fun little treat. So my plan for this week is as follows. So the salmon I'm going to marinate with some miso. I had that last week and it was really good. I made salmon bowls, which is not something that I'm super familiar with. But the miso marinade was really tasty. I need to use up the miso, so I'm going to marinate those and put them in the freezer. The flank steak, that's Cal's domain. I'm not sure what he's going to do with it, but probably both of them are going to go in the freezer. Oh, I didn't tell you about cilantro. This is also for tacos. And then the rest of this, I'm going to have a stir fry for my lunch. So I will use the tofu. I still have some peppers in the freezer from last week, and I'm going to use that leek up and the carrots. And then if I want something green, I'm going to use frozen broccoli, which I have in the freezer. The rest of these peppers, I might use some of them in the stir fry just based on how much it looks like I have, if I need some filler. Otherwise, I will chop these all up when I make my stir fry, and I will stick them in a freezer bag in the freezer so that I have them in the future. Again, they were on sale, so I bought a bag. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm having for dinner yet. I was kind of planning on having the marinara sauce, which I didn't get to this week, which is fine. But I'm probably going to be eating a lot of meat this weekend, and I'm not really at a stage yet. I haven't eaten meat in almost 10 years, I think. So I'm not really at a stage where I want to be consistently eating meat. I want to give my body some time to get used to it again. I haven't been having any issues, but I just don't like I don't like it. So my thought is either to do a lentil meatloaf, or I'm gonna make like a mac and cheese and have the tuna in it. I also have some canned like oysters and mussels. I really like those, so I might just have that with like some crackers and cheese or something like that. Or maybe I'll try this couscous. So I've got options. I figured I'll figure something out, and that is a future Jess problem, not a current Jess problem. So, oh, and I got some ice cream. Forgot about that too. I put it away so it didn't melt. I got a tub of Breyers. I bought this a few months ago, I guess, for the first time again, and it's not bad. It's $4.99, which is a good price for ice cream right now. I used to buy Real Dairy for $4.99. That was my go-to, but I haven't seen Real Dairy on sale in a very long time, which is what made me go for the Breyers. And the Breyers is a good substitute. I recently made some Blondie bars. It's a recipe that I follow in Smitten Kitchen's cookbook for ice cream sandwiches, and I realized after I made them that I didn't have enough ice cream, so I bought some more ice cream for that. So that's my grocery haul. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for being here.